Today, we're diving deep into the world of adaptive scuba. We're going to deconstruct the professional standards that open up this incredible activity to so many people. And, it's a field that's really built on innovation, empathy, and a serious commitment to safety. So, we all kind of know that scuba diving is, well, it's demanding, right? It's an environment that asks a lot of you. Physically, mentally, you've got to be focused and stay calm under pressure. But that challenge, that's exactly what makes it so rewarding. But that brings up a really big question. If diving is so demanding, how in the world do you open it up to people with physical, sensory, or even cognitive challenges? And more importantly, how do you do that without ever compromising on safety? That's the puzzle we're going to take apart today. Well, the answer lies in this fundamental shift in mindset. See, adaptive diving isn't about what a person can't do, it's all about what they can. It's a whole philosophy that's focused on discovering what's been called the art of the possible. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? The entire professional framework for adaptive teaching is built on this one powerful idea. You immediately shift the focus away from limitations and onto abilities, and from that one little change, everything else follows. So what does this actually look like when you're teaching? It's called a student-centered prescriptive approach. Now, here's what's so cool about this. The what, the actual safety goal of any skill, that stays exactly the same for every single diver, no exceptions. It's the how, the way you physically get it done, that's tailored and adapted. And this right here, this brings us to the most important point of this whole explainer. It's the thing that completely busts the biggest myth about adaptive diving. Let's look at standards versus methods. Okay, so the common misconception is that to let more people in, you have to lower the standards, maybe skip a few skills, and that the whole thing just becomes less safe. The reality? It couldn't be more different. The standards are universal. It's the methods of meeting them that get adapted. Skills are never ever skipped. They are mastered, often with incredible creativity. And the safety protocols? They are absolutely non-negotiable. And this list just proves the point. These are the core skills that every single person has to master to get certified. Take buoyancy control. You have to be able to just hang there, perfectly still in the water, not sinking, not rising, or clearing your mask if it floods, or sharing air with your buddy in an emergency. There are no passes here, no shortcuts. Every diver is held to the exact same performance standard. This statement from Depth Therapy Education just says it all. In this world, cutting corners isn't doing someone a favor. It's actually negligent. It's putting them and their dive buddy in real danger. The professional standard demands total integrity, which honestly makes the teaching process even more rigorous. So you're probably wondering, how is this incredibly high standard maintained? Well, it's through a highly regulated professional discipline that has a global framework. This isn't just a nice idea some folks had. It is a structured, serious profession. Just look at the major players here. You've got organizations like PAIDI, HSI, DiveHeart, SSI, and the IHD. Each one has developed these incredibly comprehensive programs. And notice the IHD, their courses are certified under ISO international standards. Now that is a huge deal. It means adaptive diving is held to the same globally recognized benchmarks for quality and safety as any other type of diving. And becoming an adaptive instructor, it's an advanced career path. You don't just wake up and decide to do it. First, you have to become a certified open water scuba instructor. Then, you need to log hundreds of dives to build up your own experience. And only then can you take these specialized advanced courses where you learn a whole new toolkit of techniques through really intensive, hands-on training. Organizations like DiveHeart, which you see here, have created these incredibly detailed training pathways for both the instructors and for the adaptive buddies who dive with them. This kind of specialization means learning how to creatively solve problems and adapt skills for a huge range of needs, whether they're physical, sensory, or cognitive. Let's make this real with an example. Say you're teaching a blind or low-vision diver. The instructor uses a completely different set of tools. Underwater communication happens through touch-based, tactile signals. The pre-dive briefing becomes this vivid, verbal map of the underwater world. So the standard of clear communication is met, but the method? It's completely adapted. It's brilliant. Or for physical needs, adaptation often comes down to some really creative gear. If a diver has limited mobility in their legs, webbed gloves can give them the propulsion they need. If achieving neutral buoyancy, that critical hovering skill, is a challenge, custom weight harnesses can solve it. The equipment becomes the tool that allows the diver to meet the exact same performance requirement as anyone else.
So, after all this training, this specialized equipment, this whole philosophy, what's it all working towards? Well, it's all about redefining what independence really means, especially in the context of what is, at its heart, a team sport.
And a really key concept here is something called multi-level certification. Instead of a simple pass or fail, it certifies a diver based on the level of support they might need from their buddy. For instance, a diver might be certified to dive with one or even two specially trained buddies. This means the entire dive team is certified as a safe, self-sufficient unit. It empowers the diver to participate at their absolute highest level. And in the end, that's the message that just echoes throughout the entire adaptive diving community. The focus is always on ability, it's on the journey, and it's on that shared, incredible experience of the underwater world. But here's something that's really fascinating: the effect this has on the pros themselves. Instructors who specialize in adaptive techniques, they become better teachers for everyone. They become master problem solvers, more empathetic communicators, and more creative educators. They actually end up raising the bar for the entire industry. So it really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? The principles of adaptive diving, holding firm to high standards while creatively adapting the methods, have opened an entire world to people who were once on the sidelines. It just makes you wonder, what other worlds could we open, in any field, if we just focused on what's possible?